But first, a grandparent of missing 4-year-old Gus Lamont has been charged with gun offences unrelated to his disappearance. Live now to Bianca Wiley in Adelaide. Bianca, the fresh search for Gus will continue today.
Good morning to you, Jane. Yes, that's right. And police say they plan to stay on the property for a number of days to continue investigating. Now, yesterday morning, 75-year-old Josie Murray was arrested on the property and taken to the Peterborough Police Station charged with an unrelated firearms offence. Now, 9 News cameras are there as they were granted bail and allowed to return back to the Oak Park station where Gus went missing from over 4 months ago now. Now, this comes as police returned to the station for the first time since they declared his disappearance a major crime only a fortnight ago and said that they had a suspect, a person who lived on the property, but not either of his parents. And Jane, police say they're now making new inquiries into his disappearance.
Bianca, thank you. A group of ISIS brides and their children leaving a camp in Syria for Australia have been turned around. 11 families, including 34 women and children, had to set off near Damascus, hoping to travel through Beirut, but they were stopped and sent back. The Australian government insists it has done nothing to assist the families. Accused Bondi terrorist Naveed Akram has spoken in court for the first time since he allegedly murdered 15 people along with his father in December. Akram's lawyer has indicated it is too early to know whether the accused killer will plead guilty or not guilty. The case will return to court on the 8th of April.
Police are desperately asking for your help in the search for an abducted northwest Sydney grandfather. Let's go live to Gabrielle Boyle. Gabby, officers are confident he's still alive.
They are, Carl, but they're desperate for any additional information. It is now day 5 of this investigation. 85-year-old Chris Bagzarian went missing from his North Ryde home in the early hours of Friday morning. There has been no sign of him ever since, and police worry that he has been kidnapped by a criminal gang in a case of mistaken identity. They tell us they are confident he is still alive, but are desperate for new information. Yesterday, we heard from the New South Wales Premier himself.
Right now, we're making an appeal to end this situation, and we hope that the people responsible for it do just that.
9 News has spoken to the 85-year-old grandfather's family. They say they are confident in the police investigation and are desperate for the grandfather to be returned home safely. Carl?
Gabby, thank you.
We have some breaking news out of Hollywood now. Oscar-winning actor Robert Duvall has died. Hannah Sinclair has the details. Hannah, a huge loss for the film industry.
Yeah, Jane, Robert Duvall was 95 years old. His wife, Luciana, revealing he passed away yesterday at home, surrounded by love and comfort, saying in a statement to the world, he was an Academy Award-winning actor, a director, a storyteller. To me, he was simply everything. For each of his many roles, Bob gave everything to his characters and to the truth of the human spirit they represented. In doing so, he leaves something lasting and unforgettable to all of us. Robert Duvall was born in 1931 and briefly joined the Army before starting his career in film and television. His career spanning 7 decades with iconic roles in The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, a titan of American cinema being remembered this morning, Jane.
Hannah, thank you.
Coles is accused of spiking prices, then advertising them as fake discounts. Claims now being tested in the federal court. Let's go live to Andrea Crothers in Brisbane. Andrea, they've been given a please explain.
Yeah, they sure have. The ACCC hauling Coles to court. It claims that over a year period, Coles put fake discounts on hundreds of household items, things from toothpaste to soft drink. At the heart of this, though, is a 1.2 kilogram can of dog food. In court, the ACCC says it was sold for $4 a pop for almost a year, then bumped up to $6 for a week, to then be advertised as a discount at $4.50. Now, Coles denies misleading customers, but if it does lose this case, it could pave the way for a class action. Carl?
Andrea, thank you. 2 strikes and you're out. That will be the new policy for taxi and rideshare drivers in Victoria in an attempt to stop passengers from getting ripped off. From next month, drivers who commit fare-related offences twice within 10 years will lose their accreditation. Mandatory QR codes will also be rolled out to make it easier for passengers to make complaints.
The UK could soon follow Australia, introducing a ban on social media for children under the age of 16. Live to Mimi Becker in London. Mimi, the government there is looking at going even further.
Jane, they're considering limiting the technology that allows people to endlessly doom scroll, as well as cracking down on AI chatbots to prevent children from seeing illegal content. Now, the exact changes are yet to be announced, but a decision is expected within months.
Should it be banned altogether? Should it be much stricter content control? And what goes with that, by the way, is how do we make sure children don't operate to get around the rules?
There's a lot to weigh up, but Spain, Greece and Slovenia are all working on similar bans, so Australia really leading the way on this issue, Jane.
Mimi, thank you.
More embarrassment for former Prince Andrew this morning after more photos were discovered in the latest tranche of Epstein files to be released. The pictures show Andrew at dinner with a model while on a taxpayer-funded trip to China in 2010 when he was serving as the UK's trade envoy. Another shows him sitting on a boat with a woman who has not been identified. A UPS driver in the US state of Connecticut faced foul play while on his delivery route. The man, you like that? The man chased by wild turkeys, at one point hiding in his van to escape the birds.
I'm 40 years old, I can't deal with this.
Thankfully, both he and the turkeys survived this terrible ordeal.
Bin chickens are everywhere.
Welcome back. A new list of high-profile people linked to Jeffrey Epstein has been sent to the US Congress. The list includes presidents, cultural icons, business leaders and government officials.
For more on this, we're joined by former Pentagon operative Tony Schaefer in Edenton, North Carolina. Tony, you're the only person who's not on it. Anything to declare this morning?
Me and the cast of Brigadoon. So, yeah, it's good, Carl. So,
all right, let's look at it. First up, the Justice Department supplying this list now. Why so?
It's a joke. They're under pressure to get more names out. I mean, come on. Janis Joplin, Elvis Presley. This is not serious. And a lot of us who are otherwise kind of for the Trump administration to do these sorts of things, this is not helpful. I think, Carl, to be honest, they're trying to distract from some deeper issues which they don't want to get to. And I'm just going to say this and be blunt. I think there's indications from the sources I have that Epstein was involved with multiple intelligence organizations. Over half of those files that they won't release are quote unquote classified. So I think this is a distraction. I'm actually with members of Congress, which I don't normally align with, on demanding that they get the rest of the names out because there are people who were hurt by Epstein and his network, and I think we deserve to know who they are.
So you're saying the whole thing is a big a conspiracy, a cover-up? What exactly?
I don't think it's conspiracy. So people like Epstein were useful to multiple nations regarding intelligence operations. He got us started. Bear Stearns, this is public information. Bear Stearns was the organization that our Central Intelligence Agency was using to move money around clandestinely. And so while it's not been confirmed to any great degree, what I just told you is all public. What I'm saying is if you look at the next step, what they don't want to show is the relationship between all these people and certain intelligence organizations of certain nations. So I think at this point, we'll see how this all plays out. But clearly, we can all agree that they're not releasing all the names, at least.
All right. So under that rationale, the CIA may and other intelligence agencies would have known about the sex trafficking and the pedophilia.
Absolutely.
And what,
no doubt. Now, so certain intelligence agencies do not only what they call honeypots, they call it, there's a technical term for it, Carl, called brownstoning. That's when they try to get senior leaders into a compromising position in bed with underage girls and get it on film. That becomes leverage. And this is, again, something that intelligence agencies have used globally for a long, long time. And I don't condone it. I've never done these types of operations, but I'm well aware of their existence. And again, since Epstein has been accused and convicted of trafficking in underage girls, I think we can safely presume that certain intelligence agencies may have hired him to do those sorts of things for purposes of undermining intelligence officers or government officials.
Well,
Tony, I feel like I could talk to you for the next half an hour.
My jaw
and
is
still
officially
wouldn't get
on
to
the
bottom
ground.
of this.
Hey, I work for you guys. I'll come back whenever you want.
All right. I don't know. I will talk to you very soon, mate. Incredible revelations there. Thank you, man.